Hello, you're about to watch my very first stream on Twitch ever. And because it's my very first stream ever, it is a bit scuffed, but hope you enjoy. All right, I forgot to unmute my mic. Okay, we're off to a really great start, you guys, but hello. There are so many of you in the chat. I know, someone said that my model looks high right now. Due to the fact that I have small eyes in real life, VTube Studio, I think, registers my eyes as half closed constantly, so I have to, consciously keep my eyes open, What's up, chat? Hello! Welcome to the very first Twitch stream. Yes, the very first stream I've ever done, actually. I can still hear my heart beating very loudly in my ears. But I appreciate everyone here. So, this was a long time coming. I was actually planning on streaming in November, and then Scribble Showdown happened. And I was like, okay, well, maybe December I'll start streaming. I'm just waiting on a bunch of stuff. I figured I may as well just get started on it just to get the ball rolling. Let's admire the model. Sasachi95. She finished this model months ago, actually. So I'm really happy I finally get to officially use it. It's so cute. One of my favorite parts about it are the little buns at the top, and then the way the hair bounces. And she did an amazing job. The sketch I gave her, it doesn't even compare. This looks amazing, and I'm so happy with it. So thank you, Sasu. This is the outfit. It's sort of, the frills at the bottom are shaped like strawberry leaves. And then we got a little strawberry garter, and these are my shoes that you probably won't see very much at all because it's just gonna be like the bust up for most of it. So, let me show you the expressions. Okay, ready? These are my heart eyes. This is when I play Genshin and I roll for Ayato. This one is me crying. I don't know how often I'm gonna use this one, but it's really cute. I like it. And then we have Sparkle. Ooh. And this one will be reserved for when I play horror games. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but hopefully not anytime soon. Honestly, I'm kind of just winging it right now. I am interested in playing horror games, I guess, you know? Okay, here's the thing. Chat, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not very good at games. I mean, you could probably guess that already if you're familiar with who I am. You could probably already tell I'm not very, game savvy. All I really know how to do is draw. But that's part of the fun, watching me be a failure at games. And speaking of which, I have been playing Breath of the Wild recently because at the end of the Scribble Showdown tour, I told Ross that I had never played a Legend of Zelda game. And he, understandably was horrified. So, right before we went home, he actually gifted me a copy of Breath of the Wild. And he's like, if you're gonna play your very first Legend of Zelda game, it has to be this one. And I was like, okay. So I started playing, and it's really pretty. But when was I supposed to find out that I could cook food? The entire time, I was like, man, I can't wait to learn how to cook food. And then I found out that I could do it that entire time. I think I've gotten so used to kind of being babied through different, tasks. How was I supposed to? I'm so used to Genshin's, you stand over a lit pot and it says cook and you're like, oh, okay, I can cook. Who was gonna tell me that I was supposed to select the items and then hold the items and then cook? But it's moments like that that'll be fun to watch. Or if you're very well acquainted with the game, it'll be very frustrating to watch. And for that, I am so sorry. What else have I been playing recently? I've been playing a lot of Teamfight Tactics on League of Legends, sometimes with Connor. But I don't know how exciting that would be because it's not a very action-packed game. It's pretty slow-paced. Let's see, Animal Crossing? Oh, you know what? For really chill rainy days, I think I'll open up Animal Crossing. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played it in several months. I even went out of my way to to get the, what is it? The Sanrio amiibo cards. And then I got the items and then I did nothing with them. So yes. Oh, I haven't played with the new update either. Okay, we're definitely gonna do Animal Crossing. I'm just slowly, like, rapidly rattling off all the things that I plan to do. Will you play Omori? Probably not, only because I've had the ending spoiled for me already, unfortunately. So I feel like it wouldn't be as impactful. It is a gorgeous game though. And also, I've gotten a few questions of people asking if clipping is allowed. I don't mind clipping. Just, you know, obviously, don't rip my entire live stream and post it elsewhere, because that's kind of a dick move, but clipping is totally fine. I don't really care about clipping. Okay, do you plan on doing face cam at all? Ooh, you know what? I might. There might be some days where I just maybe won't feel like using the model. 99% of the time, I'll probably just use the model because I paid for it. And let's be honest, 2D is so much more beautiful than reality. But I think there might be some days where I choose to do face cam, you know, just as a treat. You can look at my real face as a treat. Ooh, this is an interesting question. Someone said, do you think being an illustrator is a safe career choice? I'm a high school student and going through a job crisis. You know, honestly, when I was in high school, I also thought that I would never have a career in art. But I truly think that, like, I think currently in like recent times, it's the best time to be an artist or illustrator on the internet. It's so easy to share your work. And I remember like throughout my entire life, my parents sort of like hammered the idea into me that if I pursued art, I was gonna end up starving, because they were like, it's a super incredibly competitive field. And yeah, it's a competitive field, but so is literally everything else. And what I like to say is, if you're really passionate about something, you should go for it, because that passion is gonna take you really far, no matter what kind of self-doubts that you have. How do you deal with stress? This is gonna sound like a joke answer, but I cry when I'm stressed, and it actually helps a lot. Long-time followers note that I'm very cry positive. Oh, hold on. I need to use the right emote for this. Hold on. I cry when I'm stressed. It really helps, you know, let out the negative emotions, and it really sort of helps me like think about why I'm sad and helps me deal with it. But yeah, I think crying is great. I know it doesn't help everyone, but it's usually my go-to. I cry, I take a stress nap, and then when I wake up, I'm totally fine. Favorite Oran High School host club host? Kyoya. I like Kyoya the best. I don't think I'd ever date him, but I do love him the most. You mentioned other experiences you've had in Guatemala. Have you considered talking about them? That's actually not a bad idea, because I remember, so in case people in the chat don't know, I went to Guatemala for a mandatory study abroad trip in my senior year of college. The one story that I told on my YouTube channel about it was the time I clogged a toilet in the room, but that's not important. What's important is that it was an amazing experience. For people who are wondering if I plan on talking more about it, I did actually keep a journal, because that was one of the assignments that was required during the trip. We had to keep a journal and write in it every single day, and it would get graded. You know, I mean, obviously the professor was never like, this is a trash journal entry, but we had to put thought into it, obviously. And I actually still have that journal. So I was actually thinking of maybe like illustrating each journal entry and sort of presenting it kind of like a storybook. Let's see. What inspired you to pick strawberry as your whole VTuber theme? Okay, so I don't think I make it very obvious on my regular YouTube channel, because my color scheme is sort of just black and white and pink. But one of my favorite, oh god, I like spluttered into the mic, I'm so sorry. One of my favorite motifs ever is strawberries. I don't really know why. I just think they're the most like aesthetically pleasing fruit. They're very pretty. I don't have a sweet tooth. I don't like eating desserts, which is surprising, because the whole theming here is like, welcome to the Sweet Strawberry Cafe. Here's a bunch of desserts. I don't actually like desserts, but The most appealing desserts to me are the ones that have like strawberries on them with like the glaze. And whenever I do get desserts, I usually just get the ones with strawberries on them. But also, strawberries in general are just really pretty. So every time I receive like a birthday or Christmas gift from my friends, it's usually strawberry related. I have a lot of strawberry themed items. Is it because of Ichigo from Tokyo Mew Mew? You know what? That might be part of it, actually. I didn't think about that, but I was very attached to Tokyo Mew Mew when I was younger. But yeah, I actually drew a sketch. I sent it to Sasu, and she sent me like updates on like the colors, and we got this absolutely gorgeous model as a result. What's your Chinese zodiac animal? I'm a pig, or I guess the proper term is boar, but I like pig. It sounds cute. Have you played the new Pokemon game? No. And all right, quick story time, you guys. When I was a kid, let's go back to like 2001, 2002, you know, like late 90s to early 2000s when Pokemon was really huge. I wanted to play it because my two older brothers had Game Boys and they played Pokemon, and it looked like so much fun. Keep in mind, I'm like 6 or 7, and obviously, you know, when you're like a teenage boy, you think of your kid little sister as really annoying, and you don't want her to do any of the stuff you like. So I remember this became like a core memory because I was so butthurt over it. But I asked my brother, hey, I want to play Pokemon. And I remember he looked at me and he said, Emily, it's called Game Boy, not Game Girl. You can't play. You're not allowed. And me being 6, I was like, oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. I can't really argue with words. So I never really got to play Pokemon until I think no, this wasn't the Saitama brother. I think he was too old at the time. This was my other brother. But yeah, I was robbed of a childhood. So I think in high school, I told one of my friends that I had never played Pokemon. And then he didn't give, but he let me borrow Pokemon Leaf Green, and I played it, and I thought it was a ton of fun. But that was like a decade ago. Oh my god, that was so long ago. Jesus. Yeah, that was like a decade ago. So I have actually wanted to play a Pokemon game. I know that the new one isn't really like the classic Pokemon gameplay, and I feel like I should play like a classic Pokemon game and then maybe like graduate into the new one, because I feel like the new one is more exciting for people who have Pokemon nostalgia, and I unfortunately am not one of those people. Sorry if I missed this, but does your cafe/VTuber have any lore? So, the lore is really simple. It's my YouTube persona's part-time job. That's kind of it. Cause I can't really make the lore super crazy because it's still me technically, and I feel like if I were to make anything lore heavy, I'd just have to make an entirely new character. You know, I considered it. I was like, oh, what if I made a VTuber character that was like a completely new character, but I didn't say that it was me, and I just wanted to see if people would notice. But then I realized as soon as I started playing any game that required any amount of screaming, you could probably tell immediately and the jig would be up. So that idea was scrapped pretty quickly. Does this persona wear blue contacts? Yeah, I guess so. So the reason why I picked blue is because I wanted like a more interesting color to go along with like the reddish pink outfit and the brown hair. I don't know. I just thought it'd be kind of boring if my eyes were brown. But also in real life, I do wear blue and gray contacts, so it's not too far off from the truth. Will you be on Trash Taste later on in the future? Oh, this is an interesting question. If I end up in Japan, like if I visit, would you like to open or work in a maid cafe? Oh, I like this question. Okay, so I guess the lore I came up with for my model is sort of like wish fulfillment. Well, wish fulfillment in a way, because I have always wanted to work in a maid cafe, just like even for like a convention, just for fun. I think I feel like it'd be a lot of fun. In high school, in the anime club, we all know anime club. In anime club, we actually did organize like a school maid cafe for a day. And it was some of the most fun I've ever had in my high school life. So, you know, I just kind of want to relive it. Let me see. Sounds cringe. Okay, you know, I may have been cringe in high school, but at least I was free. Okay, I may have been cringe, but I was having a good time, okay? And that's all that matters. Literally everyone in high school is cringe. Yes, everyone. If okay, you can't look me in the eye and tell me that you think you actually were cool in high school. The rule, no one's cool in high school. Okay, we were all cringe, just in different ways. Oh, and I forgot. I do plan on streaming. I know I'm kind of late to the party on this one, but I do plan on streaming It Takes Two with Ditus. I heard it's a really good game. I haven't been spoiled on anything about it, but it's apparently like a collaborative game. Like you're supposed to work together. He's a bit of a troll when we play. So I feel like it'd be fun. Or maybe fun for him, more frustrating for me. Yeah, but I do plan on streaming that as well. So this year, I am going to culture myself and I'm gonna catch up on all the stuff that I missed out on, you know, years ago. So what is it? Last year, Ditus made me watch all of Clannad and I loved it. And there's a bunch of other movies he's been trying to get me to watch, like Holes. I've never seen Holes. And yeah, I didn't catch up on like any anime last year except for Fruits Basket, obviously. I've decided that all the anime that I've been interested in watching, I'm actually gonna watch. So, we've been watching Dress Up Darling, which is absolutely beautiful. Marin is such a hottie. Love her, animated beautifully. It's so gorgeous. I'm really enjoying it so far. I should watch Arcane. Oh yeah, I did watch Arcane. I loved it. That is also another show. If you like good animation and like stellar voice acting, please watch Arcane. It is so good. You don't have to be familiar with League of Legends lore. As a matter of fact, I think it might even be better if you don't, because all the characters sort of like feel new to you. Because I remember when I was watching it, I was just sort of like half the time on the lookout for like which cameos I'd recognize. But Arcane is really good, and I'm so excited for season 2. Also, Caitlyn and Vi is my new favorite ship. Have you seen Encanto? Yes, I watched Encanto 3 times. So, okay, funny enough, my first time watching Encanto was like my worst experience because I watched it in theaters. Oh, I was in Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland, Ohio. So, I went to the movie theaters in Cleveland with James and Jaden because we wanted to watch Encanto. Fucking in the middle of the movie, this lady like takes a phone call. Like, she doesn't pick it up and like go outside to talk. She literally answers her phone in the middle of the movie. And I remember James and I like looked at her and we were like, "Hello? Excuse me?" And then there were like the people in the back who were like talking really loudly and like the people were coughing. It was a really uncomfortable experience. Yeah, I still really liked the movie, of course, but the first time was not a super good experience. And then I watched it a second time in the living room with my roommate. And then I watched it a third time with Ditus. And, you know, it's banger soundtrack. It's a beautiful film. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Oh, by the way, thank you so much for coming to this first stream. I was incredibly nervous, but I feel a lot more comfortable now. And I'm so excited for future streams. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys.